As with every season of Destiny, there is a sandbox update or balancing that takes place that alters the functionality of different things in the sandbox, of course. One of the biggest changes to come with Season of the Worthy, which by the way started today, is the shotgun changes. This is for me the #1 thing I wanted to see, as this could be one of the most meta impactful things in the game. Of course, I know that there's so much content to do, so many new weapons, and a lot of preparation for Trials, so I'm going to keep this video as short and sweet and to the point as I possibly can. Of course, if you're looking for a more in-depth breakdown on how these shotguns work and the one-hit kill distances of different perks, then I suggest checking out Follow Plays. He's a good friend of mine that does some really in-depth shotgun testing and hates every second of it. However, this video is meant to be more of a TLDR, what are the ranges and what do I need to know? So let's get started. Starting first, I'm using a perfect paradox with what's in my opinion a perfect roll on it. It has a range masterwork fully upgraded, full choke, accurized, firmly planted to increase accuracy of the pellets and reduce our accuracy cone or tighten it, and opening shot to do some of the same and push our range out a lot farther. Surprisingly enough, this representative of the rapid fire archetype was only able to start getting one-hit kills pretty regularly at 5 meters. Occasionally I'd get something maybe at 5.5, but it was not regular or consistent enough. I was able to get 5-meter kills relatively regularly, which is pretty close range, and I doubt I'll be using rapid fires then. The next archetype we'll be taking a look at is the lightweight archetype, and I'll be using Hawthorne's Field Forged shotgun with again what I feel is a close to perfect roll, with full choke, assault mag, firmly planted, and opening shot. So again, firmly planted to tighten our accuracy cone, make it a little bit more consistent, opening shot to do a bit of the same, and push out that range. And of course it has a range masterwork as well, so this is a total 60 range stat. So this shotgun was able to get kills at around 7 meters regularly, occasionally peaking at 7.5 meters if you're lucky. But I want to say 7 meters is the more regular spot where you'll be able to land one-hit kills. Of course, this is just on average because pellet spread is RNG, so that's a thing. Something really surprising was our precision archetype didn't get the one-hit kill range I expected. I was using 2 different shotguns for this, one a retold tail with rifled, assault mag, quick draw, and snapshot, as well as a range masterwork, so that's an 86 range total stat with rifled. And then I also tested a Dust Rock Blues, and this was with full choke instead, with accurized as well, and a handling masterwork, so a little less range, 78 range, but again with full choke. Now the funny part is with these shotguns, they actually were only able to get kills regularly at about 6.5 meters. This was pretty shocking to me. So Retold Tail wasn't able to get one-hit kills very regularly or consistency outside of 6.5 meters, occasionally landing a 7-meter one. And although Dust Rock Blues had a lower range stat but had full choke, it was able to get those 7-meter kills more regularly, as far as I can tell, than the retold tail. So this could be because of full choke despite a lower range stat. Finally, moving on to our aggressive archetype shotguns, I was using the Mindbender's Ambition with rifled, light mag, slide shot, and quick draw with a reload masterwork. So this actually had a range stat of 50, and yes, of course, my roll isn't perfect, so you can get higher than that. However, I was able to get kills with the Mindbenders pretty regularly at around 8 meters. Now, there were times where it wouldn't kill and you'd have to get a one-hit kill at about 7.5 meters, but again, 8 meters was decently regular enough for me. So 7.5 to 8 meters. We did try one with full choke, oddly enough, and from what I could tell from Cam using his full choke version, it didn't get those 8-meter kills as frequently as my rifled one, which again is very, very interesting. To cover some other changes and just to put other shotguns in perspective for the record, Lord of Wolves, yes, it can hit up to 10-meter kills still, but that 10 burst mode, the Release the Wolves, is pretty much just straight RNG now. Now, when you do fire the 10 burst, it seems to act like a shotgun or a normal shotgun where the pellets will just spray anywhere within that circle and actually have a spread to it. Yes, if you do get lucky, you will be able to melt someone at far range, but it is not nearly as focused as it was before, and that will be left to the 5 burst mode, which still has great consistency. Now, of course, slug shotguns have not been changed, but things like the Chaperone do have a 13 meter, 12.5 to 13 meter one-hit kill range, dependent on the resilience, and slug shotguns, regular ones, will have an 11 to 12 meter one-hit kill distance dependent on the resilience that you're going against. So these shotguns have a little bit more room to play now and punish, again, the other traditional shotgun archetypes. So that's pretty much the spark notes of all the shotgun changes. Perhaps on a later date I will analyze these all a little bit more in depth, but for now that is the main source of information that you need to know if you're trying to prepare your loadout for Trials of Osiris and you happen to want to be using a shotgun. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/Drewskys. The link is in the description. And as always, again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.